How's it going, Pro Gun YouTube? Today I got an oldie for you. This is the Smith & Wesson Model 340 SC. You may have heard 340 PD. That's just the same gun in black. And the 360, which has the hammer. So I bought this gun originally when I turned 21 down in South Florida. With taxes and everything, it was about 980 bucks. But you got to remember, technology has caught up with this gun. Let me go ahead and close the cylinder. So when I bought this firearm, there wasn't too many small firearms. So my first purchase ever is a Glock 19. This was my second purchase. And then my third purchase was a Cal-Tec P32. When people liked Cal-Tec, and that was really the smallest, lightest gun on the market. Ruger's LCP wasn't out yet. None of the other copies were out yet. We know all about those size firearms. So the pros to this, it was 11 ounces, unloaded, loaded with the 5 rounds. Really don't change any of the weight. So compared to the Glock 19, it was a smaller package. So when you went out and you wanted to be deeper concealed, and of course the Cal-Tec P32 I carried every day in my pocket. I bought the $10 clip that went on the side, and it was 7+1, so 8 rounds of 32 in my pocket at all times. Like I said, technology caught up with this firearm. So I don't know if you've ever shot a 357 Magnum or a 38 Special plus P. And those new to guns, plus P means plus pressure. So they try to make the 38 as much powerful as it can get, trying to get it to the 357 Magnum, which it's never going to do. Another downside, if you're new to guns, the shorter the barrel, the more velocity you lose. So they claim that 38 Special plus P and 357 out of this barrel will give you about the same results. So I'm not going to shoot the chronograph and all that stuff. There's plenty of videos out there to prove that or confirm that. So this being such a light gun, it has a heavy trigger pull. This trigger pull is 13 pounds because it has to have a heavy spring to actually hit the firearm. Out of 11 ounce gun, a 38 Special plus P and a 357 Magnum is not a joy to shoot. And let me go ahead and show you the grip. So in my hand, I get a full-size grip on the small grip. They have what's called the oversized mold where it comes down further, and they sell laser grips in case you wanted laser grips. Because the technology, there's your sights. This is basically a point and shoot firearm. And it having no hammer, you can never reduce the trigger pull. So they say this gun is great for women, elderly, you know, basically anybody that doesn't want a semi-automatic. I tend to disagree because to constantly pull this 13-pound trigger and this gun not weigh anything, and you're going to shoot 38s in it most of the time anyway because 357s will destroy the gun. It does flash cutting on this titanium cylinder. Let me go ahead and open it up again. So unloaded, you see all those marks in here? This gun's already been back to Smith & Wesson once. They already replaced the cylinder because the finish came off the back. It was completely black, which you can see it's starting to do again. So I wouldn't recommend this gun to anybody but a professional shooter and somebody looking for an airweight revolver. And honestly, I would save a lot of money and buy the model 642 and 38 Special. Or 637 with the hammer, because like I said, you're going to shoot 38s in this most of the time, especially at the range. Another reason that I don't carry it anymore is because the technology has kind of caught up with this. So the gun technology, the guns are more reliable. The ammo in a semi-automatic is going to be more reliable. And let's face it, the training is much better than it used to be when I first got a gun. When I got my first CCW in Florida, there was no tap and rack training. There was no this malfunction training like there is today. And YouTube wasn't as big as it was. So if you want to carry an extra 5 rounds, they have this thing called a speed loader. This is the HK style, HKS style. And they have called Safariland. So HKS you twist, Safariland you push or pull, I forgot. So anyway, after you shoot your 5 rounds, if you didn't go deaf by then and blind because of the flash, you eject the rounds, you line this up, and then twist and they go in. And then of course you close it. So you're gonna get stuck with something like this. This is my actual case that I used to carry. It goes on your belt on your weak side. Has these little pouches. I used to have two. I can't even find my other speed loader. But just pop it in there like that and close it. So you'll have two speed loaders on your off side. So of course you have to have this covered with a shirt. And it being a J-frame, you have a lot of holster options. So Uncle Mike's cheap holster. Firearm goes in. You can carry it abdominally or in the small of your back in this holster. You have the DeSantis holster, which is called the Super Tuck. So if you tuck your shirts in, you can tuck your shirt in here. When you run your belt through, your belt sits on there, so it hides everything. I don't worry about that because I don't tuck my shirt in. But this has a piece of leather sewed in, so it guards the trigger a lot better than this style holster, which has no protection. So same thing, you would put that on your belt and carry abdominally. They have all kinds of ankle holsters for this, shoulder holsters, which I think is a waste of time. And then they have the pocket holster. So I'm going to be honest with you right now, if you wear normal jeans, and I'm not talking skinny jeans, I'm talking about normal jeans, normal dress pants, the average person is not going to pocket carry this gun. So here it is in the pocket holster. This gun is super wide because of the cylinder, and you can see the size of it right there. So that's going to be a cargo pants. That's going to be some kind of special pants to carry this gun where you're not going to dress normal, so now you're dressing around the gun. With today's options, I wouldn't even waste my time with that. So here's the 38 Special Plus P. It's 125 grain, jacketed hollow point. And then here's your standard round for 357 Magnum, 158 grain jacketed hollow point, which I have those in my speed loader. So there's the 357 Magnum, 158 grain. Take one out. And here's your 38 Special Plus P. So the 38's a little bit shorter. It may not look it on camera. Here, let's go with the same one. Federal 38 Special Plus P. 357 Magnum in the middle and the new 38. So you can see how the bullet technology even changed compared to the what they call semi-jacketed, where they leave the lid exposed. That's how they get the expansion. So anyway, I just wanted to bring an old gun out, talk about how it used to be a very good option, but with today's market, I don't think it is. Like I said, it has a heavy trigger pull, heavy kick. If you go to an indoor range with low light, you'll see the flash that I'm talking about. And even with ear protection on, you're going to hear how loud that 357 Magnum is. It's just nothing I'm interested in protecting myself. Some may ask, why don't you get rid of it or trade it in? I tried. They would give me like $450 to $500 for it, and like I said, I paid $980. So it sits in my closet safe, loaded, and it's just something I can grab if somebody walks in if I can't get to the other firearms. Well, thank you for viewing. Let me know what I missed in the comments. Thanks.